America just kills it at soft power. They are like, till date, right? The very fact that you and I grew up with the cultural affinities that we had was because of the sheer power. You watch Hollywood, you consume,
You idolize them.
you idolize them, and you often at the expense of your own culture, right? And that takes, I think, a lot of courage to even admit that, but that's the truth, right? And that their culture is so strong and overpowering and insidious at some level that you just start thinking like them. So, and
I think that's what we started thinking when, like, literally almost 20 years ago, you know, like when our opinions were forming about the adult. And now I think, say, like, if I had to, like, use the Western framing that I was, say, indoctrinated with and apply it here, I would just, like, loosely looking around say that the Congress is a left-wing party and the BJP is a right-wing party.
Right. And I think that is where things start to get very shaky, right?
Okay.
So when you go to the US, and again, this is the biggest thing that they've exported because their politics are so sensationalized and internationalized, and at some level rightfully so, because they're a very important country whose decisions affect
the hegemon.
Yeah, they're the hegemon, and their decisions do affect the world. So it's good that you're abreast of what's happening there. But that political continuum, and I try and explain this as much as I can to a lot of my friends that I talk to, is so unfairly applied in India that it's that continuum of left and right, the way it's applied in the US, just does not apply here. Parts maybe do, right?
Okay.
First of all, you're like, okay, what is left, what is right? So you can say left economics, left cultural, left social, left or right in any of these buckets, right?
And a combination of those three would sort of put you in left political or right political.
Correct. So this ideology is very much prevalent there. And we just kind of brought that and just said, okay, let's just apply it here. And I read this fantastic article some time ago, actually, by Shekhar Gupta on The Print. And he actually made a very bold argument. He's like, look, I don't even think it's fair to say that any party in India, realistically, is economically right in India. In fact, if you look at some of the schemes that this government and the last government and the government before that have launched, it's predominantly extremely welfare-based. You're giving out, in fact, some of these schemes, I'm sure Lenin would be like smiling in his grave that this is the kind of scheme you're rolling out, right? Free food of the level you cannot imagine.
And this is from the BJP.
Yeah, this is even from this government. Yeah, this is from the BJP that is doing out, welfare schemes of an epic proportion, right? And that is, whether they're doing it at the level that they want to be doing it or not, that is another question.
They probably want to do more.
They probably want to do more, and their intent is that, look, to the last person, and that's why they rolled out, direct benefit transfer so that the money reaches the last person.